anchored by the performance and reliability of the Civic and Accord, Honda has once again been named the best car brand for the 4th year running by U.S. News & World Report. Come see the lineup of award-winning Hondas at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Segan Lane.
I see him all the time, dude. Good point. Well, you just kind of play along with me on that one.
Why do I? Hey, Johnny, what you doing over there? Hey, welcome to Plus, everybody. 9 News Now. What are you doing, Johnny?
Checking on cameras and traffic.
What are you checking on?
Well, I-10 westbound now has a problem from the 1012 bumper-to-bumper traffic going toward College. Right at the College Drive off-ramp.
What happened?
I have somebody that kind of smashed into the concrete barrier.
The K-rails that separate the...
Separate, yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Hoping there for the best. We'll keep you in the know. Keeping you in the know right now. Y'all Super Bowl plans? It is a week full of festivities. You showed off a whole bunch of New Orleans earlier. We were talking New Orleans forecast, making sure it was good. Are you doing anything? Are you running buses?
You're not going to catch me down there. I'm sorry, no. I will be in the living room with chicken wings.
Yeah, there you go.
Rain outside, maybe.
You can handle it, though. You braved the Taylor Swift concert in New Orleans.
I drove a 60-passenger bus down
Yeah, you
there,
did.
half full of people.
Yeah.
You think
it was,
you're going to be... Look, New Orleans built for it. We talk about it all the time. It's the first time they've had it since 2013, but it'll be the 11th time they've hosted. And most of that in the Dome, some at the Tulane. But it's just built for it. You've been down there for Super Bowls. The ability to walk it all,
If the
it's
Saints
all
were
right
in it,
there.
I'd be down there.
Well, yeah.
I'd take the week off.
So,
Okay, I take Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
the whole entire week. You're going to be there, right?
no, we're going to have some folks. We're going to cover, obviously, a lot of that. We've got our sister station down there doing a lot of the coverage for us, obviously. We've made those trips back in the day, like 2013, we made those trips when it was aired right here on AFB,
Is it going to
CBS.
be live where, Friday?
Matt Venezia is going down right now, and we're going to be talking about... What?
You scared? Am I going to go?
Is he scared or am I?
No, you.
Yeah,
No, they don't let
it
me
was you.
have that kind of fun anymore. But no, it's a crazy environment if you've ever been around.
Yeah, it really is. I actually, a couple of years that I was living and working in Houston, they happened to be hosting it, so I saw a lot of the madness. But from a good standpoint, it brings in people, and we talked about the spillover. So hotels are booked up in New Orleans. Now they bleed over to Baton Rouge, and we can make a little bit of that money over here.
That's the idea.
It was like when it was in Houston, they bled over to Winnie, Texas.
Wow,
Yeah.
and that's a bit of a drive there.
I'd say, yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
Where's Winnie?
Winnie is between Beaumont and Houston.
Really?
Winnie.
Not far off
Good old Winnie,
I-10.
Texas.
Yeah, they could spill over there to Galveston and jump on a cruise ship after all said and
I have
done.
a friend that's doing that.
Wait, what?
I have a friend of mine that went down for some parties last night.
Yeah,
Kim
down
Burnett.
once?
She was
Yeah.
at the
Your friend,
Superdome
yeah.
last night.
And she caught a boat?
She's catching a boat, what is today, Tuesday? She's catching a boat Saturday.
Yeah, that's really cool. And actually, I saw some video posted on social that there are some rich people, some billionaires who
You
have
saw
their
'em?
yachts. They parked it
time.
in the Mississippi River. They've got them. They're right there, ready to hang out.
Yeah,
I
they
wonder
got-
where they were going to park. If they were going to park on the North Shore in Mandeville, or if they were going up
They
the
got
river.
some on the lake. They got some on the river. The one that everybody is seeing right now is the owner of the Tampa Bay Bucks.
That's
And
it.
That thing
That's on the
is
river?
more than
That's
a
it.
football length.
Well,
And it's just, it's like what, $270 million.
Oh, I mean, my goodness! You said the owner of the Bucks. I like that. He was like, "Hey, I'm still going. I don't care."
Exactly.
He's like, "I'm still going. I'm still going
I'll
to the
be
Super
down
Bowl."
there. Yeah, so
in
you want to
my
drive one
boat.
of those?
I'd love it. I would love it.
Oh, how great would that be?
Oh my God.
I think that particular boat's got like pools and spas. It's got a helipad.
Helipad?
It's got like a
Hella
basketball
good.
court. Yeah, exactly right. Hella good. But it's crazy to walk by that thing and be like, I got to go the length of a football field before I get to
gosh.
the end of this sucker.
It's below deck Super Bowl.
Right, exactly. Crazy. So, well, if you're going down there, you can actually check out the website, WAFB.com. Got a running list of things as we get towards that Sunday. And Matt Venezia was live this morning at the LSU Vet School saying your chicken wings are good. If you're thinking about, bird flu, that kind of a deal.
Thank
Cook them.
goodness.
Just cook them.
Yeah, he said you're more apt to get salmonella from uncooked
Right.
chicken than you are bird flu
Exactly.
from uncooked chicken. But
Exactly.
still.
And actually, we usually don't cook the wings. We buy them.
They're already good to go.
So hopefully, whoever's cooking them, they cook them.
There's a lot of trust.
Or Wild
a whole lot of
Wings or
trust.
Hooters or something. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so here we are on a Tuesday of that Super Bowl week, and we've played around with a little bit of fog, but we're looking at False River over here, and I mean, from one shore to the next, clear view.
Yeah, not bad. And that's why the National Weather Service
great.
kind of backed off. They did have us under a dense fog advisory, and they decided, you know what, we're going to actually take that away because the visibility is definitely better than what was anticipated right now. Mostly clear, or I should say mostly cloudy, but at least it's clear visibility, so that's good stuff. 64 degrees. We're very mild and muggy, so you won't even need the jacket AM or PM, especially not in the PM, because it's going to continue to be really warm. Yesterday's 83. That was a record, but I don't think we're going to get, excuse me, I don't think we're going to get a record for today because today's record's 85 and our forecast is still a little bit below that. However, over the next several days, that's certainly going to be a possibility Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially on Thursday and Friday with those records at around 82 degrees. I would say both of those records are up for grabs. So it's still going to be very warm right up until the next cold front, which, by the way, is not going to be until Sunday, and it's not even a big chance of rain with that. So again, we were under a dense fog advisory, no longer, but there are still a couple of locales that are still dealing with fog. You see Macomb reduced all the way down to a quarter of a mile, so you definitely want to use caution there. Bogalusa a lot better, 7 miles. That's a huge improvement. And over in Lafayette, they are still under a dense fog advisory. We're going to see very high dew points over the next couple of days, lots of moisture, lots of humidity, and that means we could see a few more rounds of fog going forward the next couple of mornings. We could even see a few stray showers this afternoon. The majority of the viewing area stays dry. I would say you don't even need to bring the rain gear, but still we're going to have about a 10% to cover up. As for the next several days, barely any rain, at least nothing appreciable. I mean, there's Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. The GFS is even scaled down. They've backed off a little bit, and their next chance of rain, and it's not even as taxing as what it looks like here. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, when the cold front comes to town, it's still only going to be about a 20 to 30% chance. So your outdoor afternoon weekend plans are good to go. For today, another warm day getting up to 81, another warm and humid night tonight with lows barely dropping down to the 60s. And there you see, we could see another round of fog after midnight tonight. Then in the extended forecast, so it looks like Sunday, the day of the cold front, you'll see how we'll finally go from these mid 80s, drop temperatures back down. The second half of the 10-day getting a little bit more closely to where we should be this time of year. It is now 7:09. Johnny A, we see a lot of business behind you there.
Yeah, unfortunately, a vehicle has smashed into the concrete barrier. This is dividing the off-ramp at College with the Interstate 10 westbound. In fact, our next camera shot from our Gordon McKernan First Alert traffic camera, we can actually see that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on that, and you can definitely see that the ambulance has now arrived, so hopefully they will they'll be clearing that up momentarily. But there we go. It's unfortunate for that commuter, but you can see some backups associated with that as well from our interactive drive time map. And there's where the wreck is, right there at the College Drive off-ramp. I-10 westbound just backs up from right past Essen to the point of that crash. 12 is also backing up as well. I'll keep a close eye on that for you. Shouldn't be much longer. It's a single vehicle accident. Moved into that and kind of smashed into that barrier wall. So again, it's kind of a mess right there at College, but beyond that, you should be okay. 7:10, it is 10 minutes after WAFB's 9 News Now. We are hot. We're on the air right now. We'll be back with Matt and a couple of headlines you might have missed next. Stay with us.
Welcome back to it, folks. Before you get going on that Tuesday morning of yours, a few things going on today, the near future to let you know about. I want to remind you, early voting is underway right now for a lot of folks in Louisiana. That includes many folks in Baton Rouge looking to get a new state senator into a seat. So early voting underway. Polls open at 8:30 this morning. They'll shut them down 6 o'clock in the evening. It's going to run until February 8th. You have an option, of course, if you're going to be voting absentee. You got a couple of deadlines to pay attention to. You see them right there. Election Day, February 15th. Hit the website for more information on what's on your ballot and, of course, where you can go to get that early voting done. Also going on today, East Baton Rouge Mayor President Sid Edwards is going to be opening up a satellite office, 3 o'clock today, in fact. The idea, he says, is to improve accessibility, enhance some services. Well, that's quite literally what it says right there. It's the 3700 block of Harding Boulevard. Brand new satellite office for East Baton Rouge Mayor Sid Edwards. Also today, want to make sure you know this as well, the Human Jukebox, fresh off of a big show, like Battle of the Bands kind of a show out in California. They're going to be on the Jennifer Hudson Show a little bit later on this morning, 11 o'clock this morning. Actually, just make your way over to WBXH. And you can actually check them out there. They always put on a good show, among the best in the best. All right, the best. And you can find them today, Jennifer Hudson Show. Also going on today, want to make sure you know about this. Why? Because it's one of the most important crops when it comes to Louisiana. Sugar cane. Big time meeting on the industry going on today. They're over at LaBerge Casino, talking about what they're seeing right now, the challenges to come, all that. Again, that's going on at 10:30 this morning. We'll see what industry leaders have to say about the health of the industry and where they're going in the future. Speaking of the health of things, we talked a little bit about bird flu in recent months, and our Matt Venezia was chatting with the folks over at the LSU Vet School again this morning, talking about what they are seeing, what we need to be focused on, as humans, as it, figures out how to move around a little bit. If you'd like to see that story, again, check it out, WAFB.com and your 9 News app.
And he asked some really important questions.
Sure did.
It kind of alleviated some of my concerns. It's good to know that maybe the prices won't be affected. I'm hoping now
for like chicken wings.
For like chicken wings,
yeah.
And I'm hoping now in other news, maybe avocados from Mexico won't be too bad after all.
Speaking of the tariffs,
yes, fingers crossed.
Boy, getting back to that sugar cane, I love following cane trucks. They'll drop little pieces off, and you jump out and get them and.
Really, you
don't
do that?
listen to him.
Yes.
I've heard people say that.
I have done that several times.
Can you please not stop on the interstate, Johnny? You're part of that.
No. It's in Thibodeau. It's on the side of the road.
Oh, that makes it okay.
Not the highway.
Oh, he's.
From the sportiness of the Mazda MX-5 to the engaging ride of the Mazda CX-5 to the luxury of the Mazda CX-90. Move and be moved in your new Mazda while saving thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.